All right, so another note from Saturday, December the 9th, 2023. After leaving downtown and leaving the pool that was closed for the season, I ended up at Rosetta Lofton's house on 17th Street, right off of 21st Avenue. First, I was walking up and down Ybor Street, YBOR, because I thought that was the street. I used to go get food from the new place, but it's been bought out. Pastor Bernie and her husband retired. They sold the church to somebody else. I dropped Will Lofton off to his sister house, and he sat on the porch while I went to the church and get food. He was very much against, going to churches and getting food. But he was one single man, so, you ain't got, four children and a nephew that you're trying to provide for. And Alex did start like paying for his own food from 2K every day. I don't know how, but he did. So I didn't have to really provide food for him too much. Then he started working at Papa John's and bringing pizza home. He said he was working at Papa John's. I never believed it. I don't know why. Nothing against you, really, Alex. It's just in my gut. I just never believed you were working there. But back to the story. The lady across the street said Rosetta wasn't there. They were out of town. I kept walking towards her house, and she's like, I told you ain't nobody there. I said, I heard you, ma'am. So I put my things on the porch. I made a little documentary about Miss Elise, the house that Rosetta lives in. Will Lofton said that his mom, Elise, used to live there, that Rosetta helped her mom get the house, and that's why Rosetta ended up with the house as the sole owner. He seemed upset about that. But so I was just making a little small documentary then. I noticed a female neighbor come off the porch and she said something, boom, 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 like making a gun noise with her finger. The lady across the street seemed to have an angry demeanor. She seemed to have a phone in her hand, like maybe she was communicating to somebody. Then somebody rode by on the bike. You know how in black communities they have the people that watch out for the police or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I don't really know drug culture. I can pick up on some things though. And I guess I seemed harmless enough, so nobody bothered me. I walked up to the corner, sat down. There was a guy sitting there. I asked him, does bus 6 really stop here? Because bus 6 is on detour and is doing weird things. He said, yeah, once an hour. Then a Spanish lady and her son came and stood where I was because the sun had come out, so I guess they didn't want to stand under the shade tree a little further down on the opposite end of the street. So the bus going towards downtown came, and I was still sitting there. The guy sent a friend of his or somebody he knew to the store for a beer, and he continued to sit there. And we just made small talk about, the bus and stuff. And I sat on the manhole, and finally the bus came. I got on. And who was on the bus? Kim Bugs. She said, I know you. Don't I know you? I said, I don't know. She said, what's your name? I said, D, as in dog. I said, that's my nickname. She said, what's your real name? I said, Aileen. She said, oh, yeah, I used to be with Glennis Coy. I said, yeah. I said, you're Kim Bugs? She said, oh, yeah, I'm Kim. I'm Kim Bugs. I remember Kim because Kim had to have all her teeth pulled out when she was like in her maybe 30s, late 20s, 30s. And I wanted to ask her questions because I got one tooth up top and maybe 10 down bottom. I wanted to ask her, like, can you taste your food? They say when you pull all your teeth out, you can't really taste the flavor in your food. But because we were on the bus talking in front of people, I didn't want to ask those kind of personal questions because she might be a sensitive person. And she didn't say anything about me being Ava's sister or anything like that, so I didn't say nothing. She was with a heavy, well, kind of like chubby, because they both were a little kind of chubby, Spanish looking girl. There were two like Heartline officers. Why did I say officers? Heartline drivers on the bus. Bus 6 is on the same route that goes back to the Heartline main station. So a lot of times other bus drivers are on that bus getting back to the headquarters so they can, do whatever they do, get in their car, go home, go on a different bus. I don't know. So I was making small talk with her. I said, yeah, you used to work at Home Depot with my friend Pandra Jones. I said, Pandra moved back to Texas. She said, yes, she moved back to Houston. I said, do you still talk to her? She said, yes. I said, well, tell her friend Aileen needs a wood burning stove. It's $120. If she loans me $150, I'll give her $200 back when my money comes. She said, okay, I'll tell her. Now, we ain't exchanged no information, so how we gonna really know something later? God will provide, right? So I said, Kim, did you have another baby? She said, no. I said, girl, you done gained a lot of weight. She said, yeah. I said, might as well blame it on menopause, right? She said, yeah. I said, I got on the scale, it said 190. I said, bitch, you lying. Ain't no way. I'm in and out of the gym, and I'm 190 still. And we just made small talk about that. And then I was getting off the bus. So I got off the bus to go to Amazing Love. And another girl that was off on the bus, somebody said, oh, they're giving away bikes for children at West Shore Mall. I said, oh, that's nice. So the lady I got off the bus with, she said something about Tent City. They already have her housing voucher, and she's only been there for 2 weeks or 6 weeks. I can't remember. And she was telling me about the people down at the Marion Transit Center. They gave them pork steak and macaroni and cheese and baked beans. I said, oh, that's nice. And it feels really good to not need to go there. So, Mr. Greatness, we need another one of them gold envelopes. I want to work for you. My children and I can walk around and have people text you, and we can get about 100 texts a day, or at least that's the goal. And then you can pay me at the end of the day like they do at these little labor pools. So I bought this tree cape, and I am trying to get to Mr. Greatness so he can buy this tree cape from me, and he can wear it actually as Santa Claus. It has a Santa Claus head on top. I bought it from the Bloom thrift store, and it has a really beautiful cape. So pray with me that he'll get it. And I saw him give $30,000 to a little Hooters girl, and she was cute. And I think, well, I had a joke, but I'm not going to tell it. So I'm going to ask him for $3,000, even if it has to be considered a loan. I can give it back to him when my money comes. And I want to thank you, Creator, Ancestor, the Angels, Orishas, Divine Creator, all y'all, for helping me to link up with him, because those five $100 bills really made a difference. That was last Friday that he gave that to us in Brandon Mall. So we're on our last $20 from the $500. And we need some more cash, but we have coats. Everybody's got gloves. Everybody's got scarves. I bought a that massage gun, and I got a couple of outfits for a set. And we bought one of those power banks so that we don't have to go and charge the battery so frequently. We're going to get the propane tank filled up so that I can use the propane and cook, and I won't have this barbecue sit under my nails all the time. And pay for Discord for Angola, IXL, and Duolingo on the internet. And let's see, they went to Hot Topics and got some anime merch. And what did I get for myself? I went to the Books A Million and treated myself. And the dog chewed up my purchase. I don't know what that means. And what else did we do? Got new headphones for Angola. We washed clothes last night. 6 pounds, 6 loads, 60 pounds of clothes. So we washed up all the linen and all the pillow covers and stuff. So that was nice. We need to do a white load to do a couple more comforters. And I was able to get some Lysol. I got like 4 containers of Lysol. I bought 4 more pairs of gloves. It should have been 5, but Robert over at Lowe's might have taken one. Somebody took a pair of gloves because I brought 5 to the counter. There was a lady and a man that skipped me in line, and they must have said something negative to him because he asked me if I was buying or returning. I said, I already asked, can I purchase here? I stopped at the return desk because it was right there by the clearance. The clearance is way at the back of the store. And you know how Lowe's and Home Depot, they're big stores. So they said, oh, you can go over there and purchase. But I had a big bag of things that I bought from the Sunshine Thrift Store, which included a sleeping bag, a lamp, and what else did I buy? I bought something else. But, it was kind of heavy. I didn't want to carry what I had in my hand plus the big bag of stuff from the thrift store. So they told me I could buy it there. Robert pretended like he couldn't find the code to scan the towels that I was buying. It was like 75 little shop towels for $1.57. We pay $1.25 at Dollar Tree for the wipes. It's like 60 wipes in there for $1.25. So I figure let me get a couple packs of these. I can stick it down in the wipe container and put my concoction of vinegar with a little soap and a little water to wet the towels, and we'll use them as wipes, wet wipes. So he gave me a little time and tried to be condescending, but it didn't really work with me because you're 60, 70 years old working at Lowe's. Who are you going to insult? That might have been a little rude, but what I'm saying to you is even if you're there to pass the time, why not use your time doing something brilliant like starting a ministry for young boys and teaching them how to make good decisions or something? I don't know. I want to cut this off because I want to do the Lowe's separate. So I'm ending this note at 1:26 p.m. Tampa, Florida. Today is Monday, December the 11th, 2023. Aileen Atkins.